Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group reading for the full Hunter Moon. On October 1st, we're going to usher in the first of two full moons in October. And, well, there's been a bit of confusion I've noticed online with the moons. Some people put and labeled September's moon as a corn moon. That's not historically correct. That is the harvest moon. The September moon is known as the harvest moon, as the October moon is known as the hunter moon. Later this month, actually on Halloween, on the 31st, we are going to have a second full moon, which is known as just the blue moon. It's a phenomenon where you do have that double full moon in 1 month. So for today, in this reading, we're going to be celebrating and connecting in to that full hunter moon. Now, the reason why September's moon is called the hunter moon is because this is a time of preparation. The animals were getting fatter for their hibernation and dealings with winter, and humanity, they were starting to stock up and also prepare for that winter. And, well, it sounds crazy, but we need to focus in on that too. That preparation for those longer, colder nights. Humanity does not do well with long nights. We need that sun. Humanity doesn't do well with long nights. We crave and need that sun. And we find that many of us are impacted by that longer night. We start to focus in on that darkness, and that has a tendency to lower our vibration, and we struggle more with our mental health. It's up to us to make those preparations, bringing in those tools, and setting ourselves up for success for the winter. We have an amazing opportunity throughout the winter to work on skills and abilities that we haven't had the chance to. With those colder temperatures and adverse weather, we kind of stay at home, we stay put. This gives us that opportunity to focus in on those skills, those pieces and aspects that are on the back burner. For right now, in October though, we need to focus in on how we can prepare for that. What things that we need to focus in on so that we can use this time to our advantage. Now, the decks I've chosen for this reading was the Tarot of the Haunted House, and then also the Enchanted Map Oracle. I felt both of them were going to talk to that darkness that is starting to come forward, and then also that path forward. Now, like always, I have links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. And the selections I have, I went with that raw natural crystal. I've got Selenite, Auralite, and of course, rose quartz. I want you to choose whichever crystal resonates with you the most right now, and then go in the description box below. I have timestamps there. Click on that correlating timestamp, and it'll take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there, my friends. Hello and welcome, my Selenite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the full hunter moon has to share with my Selenite friends. What guidance, insight, and wisdom. Whoop! Oh, sure, one hit the floor. does the full hunter moon have for my Selenite friends? Oh, what a beautiful card to start off with. The Queen of Pentacles. Those harvests, that abundance, it's overflowing. Your cornucopia is starting to overflow and spill out. It's all this hard work and all your preparations up until this point. Those seeds, those ideas that you have planted are starting to grow and take root. This growth is going to give you that stability for the fall and to overcome those challenges brought on by the winter. Another aspect that the Queen is reminding us of is the importance of that nurturing and love towards ourselves. Continuing that focus on working with ourselves, exploring those deeper recesses that we've been avoiding. That nurturing and care will go a long way, not only for overcoming the challenges of what 2020 has for us, but what's to come in 2021. I called it last year that this decade was going to be a foundational decade. I didn't realize how pivotal that was at the time. However, it's clearly coming forward as to how important this foundation that's built on the solid, positive, high vibration is for us. We need to continue on that journey and that growth. And part of that growth is going to be that development and that healing. The Emperor, the fourth card in the Major Arcana. That structure, that foundation. Reconfirms that stability and that foundation. We need both for, continued growth and, healing. We have that duality now of that divine feminine and divine masculine. We need to ensure that we have both within ourselves and that are working in harmony and in tandem. Without that balance, we're going to find that we're missing pieces and aspects because we feel unstable and unready for that growth. The Emperor brings in his amazing structure and rigidity that we need for further growth and development. I know it sounds contrary to what I just said, that rigidity is needed for growth. But we need that routine, that familiarity, and that structure to delve in to some of these aspects that are a little bit more high vibrational and a lot more to do with our soul's deeper purpose. When we're dealing with that spiritual element, we can easily become unstable and, physically dizzy. That stability, that structure will support in giving us that foundation we need. Now also, this is the Queen of Pentacles. That Queen of Pentacles reminds us also of the importance of grounding. The Emperor is also a very stable and grounded energy. Grounding is going to go a long way in embracing these amazing elements that the fall is going to bring for us, and then also overcoming the challenges of those longer nights and those colder temperatures. We feel strong and stable in our inside. We're going to be able to withstand a lot of that energy and uncertainty of our ego. How interesting. The King of Swords. Now, we have yet another very stable and very grounded energy. Whereas this is the major arcana of stability and structure, this is his everyday personification, highlighting the importance of that routine and that stability. Additionally, we have two very pragmatic and, well, rigid energies. We need to remember that this is a time of critical thinking and planning. Both these tools will help you to ensure that you have everything you need for that winter and, well, for that new year. That critical thinking, assessment, and planning are essential tools to overcoming most challenges. Again, we have now a queen and a king. That duality is very clear here. Making sure that that balance and that connection is there. We need both the male and the female to create. And part of growth is creation. Creation of new ideas, amending and, well, altering aspects and abilities to suit our needs for our greater good. We need that balance, that yin-yang energy to really connect in and support us in opening ourselves up and gaining further knowledge and growth. Oh, how fantastic. We have the Strength card. She's the 8th card in the Major Arcana, giving again that balance, that duality. The Strength, or the Maiden, talks about using our skills and our abilities to overcoming those challenges. But what's more is that she really makes it her own. She doesn't do that carbon copy of what everybody else is doing, because you lose sight of that fulfillment, that connection, and you're not able to use your talents to its truest ability. It's in that creative twist of skills, talents, tools, abilities that we gain that fulfillment, and we can truly tap into that potential and the power within ourselves to overcome, well, any challenge, any obstacle. Again, we have that male-female duality in the Major Arcana and also in the Minor, reminding us of that importance of the global balance with that everyday. So the one word that I can say that is going to be imperative for you, my Selenite friends, for the fall and heading into that winter is balance. Ensuring that you use that structure and that creativity in tandem and harmony so that you can, well, make things your own. Make things work for you so that that growth and that knowledge follows suit. Sorry, my cards, they're funny sometimes. The Two of Wands. Again, shockingly enough, twos, it's that balance, that choice. The Two of Wands gives you that direction. Choices need to be made. When we're looking at all these cards, we're also looking at that active participation. We just can't sit back and watch anymore. We need to make those decisions that are for our greater good. That's going to help with that development and that knowledge. I love the fact that we've got that full moon here. That connection into that beautiful, nurturing element. Using the moon's energy to our advantage to help bring that balance bring that harmony and help give us that direction. Light the way a bit. We need to make those decisions for our greater good and then follow up on them, making sure that there is action to these decisions. Let's go on to some blessings. What blessings does the full hunter moon have for my selenite friends? Sad embrace. Now, this card talks about how our ego is not going to make this easy. It's not like we're going to be able to walk through and just clean sweep, bring in balance, bring in all this amazing aspects and pieces, and all this abundance is going to fall on us. Our ego is going to slow us down. Like I said in the introduction, as the nights get longer, we struggle more with that mental health. Making sure that we have that balanced energy within us, taking that time to care and nurture ourselves will go a long way in releasing this low vibrational stuckness and gunk. It's okay to have a wide range of emotions. We just can't get stuck in that low vibrational aspect. We need to be mindful of it because that low vibration can cause us to stop this amazing development and growth. And when we stop with that growth, it's when the tower comes in. We lose our ability to choose and make those decisions that are for our greater good and from our perspective. When we take that time, we slow down and we check in and reflect. It's part of that critical thinking and assessment. How are you doing and what is it that you need to get yourself going and unstuck? Coming together, such a beautiful card. I've said this, I don't know how many times in my readings. We were never meant to do this journey alone. And the more we work together, the more fulfillment we have. We're social beings and we need that connection. We need that time to work together, supporting each other, and also learning from each other and from each other's challenges and obstacles. When we support each other and we work together, those challenges and obstacles, they're a lot less daunting and it's a lot more fun. It goes back to that nurturing and growth. It's amazing how strong and how empowered we feel when we're supported and connected in with a positive support team. And this will be an essential tool for you to overcome some of that challenge and that sadness that these longer nights are going to bring. Because when you feel disconnected and lost, reaching out and connecting into that positive support team will not only uplift you, but it can invigorate and start that passion and that inner flame. Will help take us up into 2021 and beyond. That inner flame, that passion, that fulfillment and that connection are essential elements that we need in, well, keeping that light very strong within ourselves and within our community. Now, we have the 8th card in the Oracle deck and the 8th card in the Major Arcana. When you see that multiple 8, the angels are telling you that you need to stay true to your passions as abundance is coming your way. The fall, like I said, with the Queen. That cornucopia is starting to swell. That abundance is right there, right at your fingertips. The more we're connected into ourselves, the more balanced we are, we start taking care of us and that support team, that's when you're going to find that the winter will also continue this amazing overflowing cornucopia of abundance. There's much success to be had. We just need to prepare for it. We need to be mindful and plan out that routine, that structure, so we have that stable foundation for that abundance to thrive. And finally, magic prayer. That support team I was just mentioning with the coming together card, well, it's more than just our physical support team. Actually, it's a lot more. That astral and spiritual connection is essential. Connecting in and asking not only our guides and our guardian for this support, reaching out to those high vibrational beings, asking for what it is we need. And even if we're not sure, asking and saying, I need help, is enough for them to start to work with us. There are universal laws at play, and the high vibrational beings cannot easily break those laws. That universal law of free will is there. We need to make the choices, and part of that choice is using our words. Now, I am being reminded by Archangel Michael, please don't try and pray to the high vibrational beings. You pray to the universe, to God, that higher source. You just ask the high vibrational beings. And I would add in with respect and, of course, with gratitude. Calling in and asking for the help you need from the high vibrational beings. And then putting those bigger prayers out. Asking for that shift and change and that support on a higher level. Especially if you don't know what it is you want to shift and change. You don't have a label for it. Knowing that the situation or obstacle that you're facing needs to alter is enough of a prayer. That's when the universe can ask the high vibrational beings to come in and support you. There is a difference between prayer and request, and it's important that we pray to the right source, that universal, bigger source, whether you call it God, the source, the universe, what have you. That semantics isn't important. We need to go to the bigger body rather than the high vibrational beings for that prayer. The important piece, though, is asking for that help. Like I said before, we're not meant to do this alone. Putting our words out there and asking for what we need will go a long way in that growth and that development. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into what the full Hunter Moon wants to share. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell. Also, if you want to support me in making more of these amazing videos, I have a Patreon page, and I know lots of people have them. And of course, I have lots of tiers and perks, which do include free readings and healings just for you. However, I also have a library of Patreon exclusive videos. I really enjoy supporting those who support me. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Selenite friends. Hello and welcome, my Auralite friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the full Hunter Moon wants to share with my Auralite friends. What wisdom, insight, and guidance does the full Hunter Moon have for my Auralite friends? Okay. The Two of Cups. What a beautiful card. Now, twos in tarot are about duality and choice. That Two of Cups, of course, we're looking at that connection. Cups are about that intuitional and emotional self. The Two of Cups, of course, being that relationship card. It's the everyday aspect of the lovers. Now, this isn't about that external connection. External connections are important, yes. However, the full Hunter Moon is reminding you of the importance of that connection and balance within ourselves. That balance of the feminine energy with the masculine, and of course, that positive, loving relationship with ourselves. We don't need external people to make us feel better. They should support and encourage us forward and celebrate with us. However, we shouldn't be that dependent on others. We need to rely on us, our abilities, and of course, that relationship we have with our higher self. These are key elements into what's going to support us through these longer nights, through these harder times. The stronger and more positive our relationship is with ourselves, the more we can rely on us to overcome some of that emotional baggage that's going to come up. We know that as the nights get longer, our emotional health really struggles. It starts to fall. We need to rely on our connections, our resiliencies, and our abilities to help pull us out of that, to help manage and monitor where we are and how we're feeling. Temperance, the 14th card in the Major Arcana. It's a very different Temperance, I know. When I first got this deck, I was going through it and I had to stop and think about what was the 14th card in the Major Arcana, because it doesn't look like a balance card nor an energy card. But that's what Temperance is that balance within ourselves of energy and of stability. The original card has this beautiful angel. She has one foot on the land and one foot in the water. That balance is essential. Additionally, she has this cup, and she has liquid pouring from the bottom cup up to the top. Talks about that importance of energy flow. And that angel, that's the goddess Iris. She's a messenger goddess. That energy flow, that balance, that peace and harmony within ourselves opens us up to that guidance and that wisdom of the high vibrational beings to give us direction and support. Again, another important element as we come into that darker time, that time of struggle that time of, well, colder, longer nights. The Three of Swords. I just mentioned those colder, harder nights. That heartache. It's funny, many cards have multiple meanings and they lend their meanings to a diverse and very eclectic outcome. Except for the Three of Swords. If you read up on the Three of Swords in different sources, and even through the source of Pamela Coleman Smith or Arthur Waite, that Three of Swords, it's about heartache, about that pain, in that darkness that is brought forward by the longer nights. Because a lot of times when you're in that darkness, that's when that sadness and fear come forward. We have time to reflect in, we have time to assess what is and is not working. And our ego likes to take that time and show you exactly what isn't working, how you've quote-unquote failed. This is why the full hunter moon is so important. Preparing for these challenges, and instead of sitting and ruminating in what you had hoped was going to be, you can use this time more wisely, connecting in with you, strengthening and, well, loving you, rather than focusing in on that heartache and that negative self-talk, being open to that guidance, that direction that we so desperately want right now. And that's a big message of what the full hunter moon wants to share. We need to move forward. We need to feel more fulfilled and connected, especially now more than ever. It's up to us to make these decisions and to put action into aspects that do bring us that meaning. They give us that fulfillment. And most importantly, they raise that vibration. The higher our vibration, the more open we are to not only more amazing vibration, but to opportunities that we never thought of before, bringing in additional abundance and fulfillment. The Eight of Wands. I love tarot. I do. It's a visual depiction of the information that's coming forward to me. These cards, they hit the table, and I'm turning them over and talking, and they're just reconfirming what I said. That we need to put action into areas that are life-giving. We have that flame of passion, of our inner fire. It's depicted in the whole suit of the wands. And eights in tarot are about movement and manifestation. It's talking about making those positive choices, following that creativity, following that passion, and connecting in to aspects that are going to take you forward, rather than aspects that are going to get you stuck. And finally, the Four of Cups. Now, fours are a foundational, stable number in tarot. That cup, again, we're back into that intuition, to that emotion. The Four of Cups talks about all that we've overcome, all that we're dealing with. They're depicted in those three cups. And it talks about how we're missing that element, that direction that's going to help move us forward in a more meaningful way. The universe has been trying to share this Holy Grail with us. However, we've been missing that message. We've been missing that direction. Taking that time, we'll have it during the winter, to focus in, be open to those messages, gain that guidance that we're going to need. Not only to overcome the challenges of 2020, but to embrace what 2021 is going to offer us as well. It's up to us to be that active participant and make the decisions that are in our best interest. Let's go on to some blessings here. Like the full deck, please. All right. What blessings, trying to jump out now, does the full hunter moon have for my Auralite friends? Bone Collector. Kind of a creepy card when you think about it, but when you look at what a bone collector means, you're looking at having that foundation of all that you need for this journey. You have the skills, the abilities, and the talents to overcome any of the challenges that occur in this lifetime. We signed up for this. We ensured, and the high vibrational beings supported us in ensuring that we have those skills and tools that we need, those natural abilities to overcome those challenges, to give us that foundation that we need to, well, be creative and experience all that we can. And that's an essential part of this. Trusting in you, trusting in that ability that you naturally have to overcome any challenge, any darkness. Lighting that path through that inner flame. The sun may not have as much time in the sky right now, but we can supplement that with our inner passion, that inner light, and allow it to light up those darker areas, to bring us that joy, to bring us that warmth and love. Follow the leader. We were never meant to do this alone. We need that connection, that guidance, to see and enjoy that path. If we were doing this alone, life would be very blah and mundane. There wouldn't be those exciting, fun elements that the high vibrational beings bring with them, that we bring with ourselves. Follow the leader talks about that connection with those high vibrational beings, and then also our support team, supporting and enjoying this journey. When we have that love, that connection, and that joy, that's when we raise our vibration even higher, gaining again more direction, more connection, and of course, more abundance. And then again, that will lead to even higher vibration. And you can see how this is kind of a domino effect. The higher our vibration, the more things that start to go our way. We start to be able to avoid and kind of sidestep some of these obstacles, some of these challenges, because we can see them coming. Now, we have the 4th card in the Suit of Cups, and then we have the 40th card here. In angel messages, when you have that multiple 4, the angels are telling you that this is a time to work on that foundation, on that stability and grounding. It's going to help with that connection to self and to those higher vibrational beings. The more stable we feel, the more grounded we are, the more open we become to that guidance and that support. We're more able to access that higher self and that connection. Moonlight. I love this card. It's so beautiful. That moon, that nurturing, beautiful moon. This card connects in to that lunar goddess energy. Helps us with that nurturing and that connection. And it also connects in to our intuition. When I see this card, I see it as an extension of the High Priestess, who also gives homage and is connected to that lunar deities. That intuition is going to help us see above that low vibration, that mundane that we're dealing with. Helping you with that guidance, and like I said before, seeing those obstacles and challenges beforehand so that you can make those changes and those shifts for your greater good. The Moonlight card really encourages us to tap in and embrace the full hunter moon and use it to our advantage right now. And the most beautiful thing about the full moon is that you have this energy a couple of days before and a couple of days after. So we're able to tap in and, well, use this energy and be able to heal and connect in so that we feel stronger and more stable to take on different elements as we go forward. I want to thank you guys so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful and that you're able to gain some insight and direction into the full hunter moon. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page. I know lots of people have Patreon pages. And like others, I have lots of tiers and perks. In my perks, you're looking at free readings and healings just for you. I also have a Patreon exclusive library of videos. I love supporting those who support me most. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out. Until tomorrow, my Auralite friends. Hello and welcome, my rose quartz friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what the full hunter moon wants to share with my rose quartz friends. What wisdom, insight, and guidance does the full hunter moon have for my rose quartz friends? Okay. The Queen of Cups. Such a beautiful card. And very connected into the moon. The Queen of Cups is the everyday personification of the High Priestess. And the High Priestess pays homage to that lunar deities. And it's that lunar energy of nurturing and intuition that we need to embrace right now. Really focusing in on that intuitive guidance and connection. And then, of course, on that amazing healing and nurturing energy. It's in that nurturing and healing that we're going to raise our ability to connect in. The more we care for ourselves and heal different aspects and pieces of ourselves, our vibration rises, and then we're able to do more. It's a beautiful circle to get caught in, because that's when we're not focusing in on some of that lower vibrational, sickly energy. There's a lot of energies swirling about, and most of them are low vibrational. We need to bring in and be conscious and mindful of the energies that we allow into our space and that we're focusing in on. Additionally, the Queen of Cups, she encourages us to tap into that intuitional creativity. She's a very creative energy. In the original card, Pamela Coleman Smith had her holding this elaborate and amazing cup. She's the only one that isn't holding just a gold cup. She herself has created this amazing ornate cup. It's in that intuitional creativity that we can get out of our head, get away from our ego, and start to bring forward those ideas and messages that the high vibrational beings want to share with us in ways that our ego doesn't impact. It doesn't really have a say. We can't focus in on creativity and those fears and worries. It's an either or. Our brain likes to focus in on one aspect. And the more we can focus in on that high vibrational, intuitive, lunar energy, the higher our vibration, and the more fulfillment and abundance we're going to have, because we're connecting in to that guidance, to that support that we need. The Two of Cups. We're still in that cup of intuition and emotion. And now we have the Two of Cups. Twos are about duality and choice. Now, as the Queen here is the everyday aspect and personification of the High Priestess, the Two of Cups is the everyday aspect and personification of the Lovers. That connection. And this isn't about that connection to another. This is about that connection with ourselves, that relationship with us, ensuring that it is positive, ensuring that we are nurturing and strengthening that relationship with our higher self. Additionally, this card speaks of balance, ensuring that that feminine and masculine energies within us are balanced. The more balanced we are, the more we're going to find that that connection is stronger, and that guidance and that support that we need is right there. We can understand it better when we have that higher vibration. The higher our vibration, the easier it is for us to understand that guidance. We're receiving more of that message. The Ten of Cups. You guys are having a cup-tastic reading here. Now, of course, the Ten of Cups, we're looking at that family card, that support of our family. We were never meant to do this journey alone, and it's important that we have that connection, that support of our family members. Now, an important aspect to this is that not everybody is supportive and positive for us. We need to connect in to those family members, whether it be through our birth family or through those close friends that we call in and rely on for support and encouragement. They are positive and balanced relationships that bring us joy and happiness. We can't just rely on anybody for the support. We need to make sure that they want the best for us, that they are supporting us and want us to succeed. Those are the relationships that we need to focus in on, nurture, and allow to flourish and grow. That support is going to help us, especially during some of those longer nights where we feel that low vibration coming in with sadness and fear. Connecting in, tapping in to all our supports, high vibrational and physical, to help us through, but to also help us develop some amazing skills and strengthening some amazing relationships along the way. The Nine of Pentacles. Well, we're going to ground ourselves a bit here, guys. All this intuitional energy can start to make us feel lightheaded and dizzy. We can become unstable because we're dealing with such high vibrational energy. We need that grounding energy of the Pentacle and of Gaia to help connect us and give us that foundation for this amazing growth and development. Additionally, the Nine of Pentacles encourages us to focus in on that positive. Nines are about all that we've overcome, all that we've achieved. And we're looking at that abundance, that growth. Maintaining that high vibrational status and focus will help us to overcome some of these challenges. We need that grounding and that high vibrational status to gain that guidance and that development that we're hoping for. Like I said in the introduction, the full hunter moon wants us to prepare for that winter season, for those longer nights. Rather than focusing in on that sadness and fear, we need to prepare for some opportunities to grow, to heal, and to develop. The Three of Wands gives action to this reading. Now, threes in tarot, you're looking at that expression and that growth. That wand, it gives that fire, that inner flame and passion to this amazing intuitive creativity. If you will, this is your passion-based creativity. This is your intuitive-based creativity. It gives us that duality. We need a balance of the both to create in our lives. We need that guidance and that fulfillment to create amazing pieces. No matter what your creative expression is, you need both. And that's what the Three of Wands brings us. It helps bring in that balance, and it helps to express what's really close to our heart, what we need to express through that creative endeavor. The Three of Wands also adds that element of courage and determination. The Three of Wands talks about action and movement, and you need that courage, that determination, and willpower to drive you forward. And it is that internal flame that's going to give us that power, that passion, that inner flame. As the nights get longer and darker, we can start to light up us and those around us with our inner flame, our inner light. Staying in that high vibration, staying in that connection. Supporting each other, connecting in, and focusing in on those amazing rainbows will help to bring in that light that we miss and crave during the winter. Let's go on to some blessings. What blessing does the full hunter moon have for my rose quartz friends? Golden Palace. Fantastic card. Talks about how there's enough for everybody. And we're not fighting over that same end result. It's going to be similar. It's going to be this amazing utopia that we're hoping for. We're here to learn and experience. And that differs for everybody. There is enough energy, support, and resources for all of us. We get into that mentality that it's me first and that I need to hoard and collect and it's got to be all about me. I may add in my family, but I've got to hoard, I've got to take. When we relax and we're able to share those resources, that energy, we start to care about others and we expand our horizons. It's amazing to see the differences that everybody is focusing in on. We all bring different energies, experiences, and talents, and we use our creativity to alter, shift, and meld all these aspects for us. And it's in that creativity, it's in that connection that we find those beautiful miracles occurring in everyday life. The Bone Collector. Kind of a creepy concept, but an imperative one. So in the Bone Collector, it talks about having all that we need. When we planned for this lifetime, we ensured we had the skills, the abilities, the talents that we were going to need to create the experience that was just for us. We need to now trust in these abilities, skills, and talents. And with our ego, we have a tendency not to. Again, focusing in that high vibration, trusting in ourselves is going to support you in making some amazing growth and making some amazing progress in that healing and that growth. And finally, Compass. The full hunter moon helps to give us that direction and that support that we need to overcome those challenges that we're going to have to face. Every year, many of us are negatively impacted by the lack of sun and the abundance of darkness that, unfortunately, for many of us, also comes with the drop of temperatures. So that cold dark really connects into those lower vibrational feelings of fear and sadness. The full hunter moon kind of redirects us, gives us a new source of love and light, and gives us opportunities and ideas on how we can use our time better and for a greater good. Giving us, again, that growth and inevitably that abundance that we're looking for. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful and that you're able to gain some insight and guidance into what the full hunter moon is offering you. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There is so much more amazing coming your way, my friends. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss out on any of this insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page. I know lots of people have them. And like others, I have lots of tiers and perks. And those perks, of course, you're looking at free readings and healings just for you. However, I also have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I love supporting those who support me. I've provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my rose quartz friends.